expecting anyone, Mrs. Forrester?
No. Can you get that, please, Judy?
Certainly.
Who is it, Judy?
Your favorite stepson.
Hi.
Breakfast time, I see.
Would you like me to take him, Mrs. Forrester?
Yes, would you please?
Oh, yes, sweet boy. Look what we got.
And just think, he could have been your baby.
Could have been my breakfast, too, I suppose. Anyway, how do you know it isn't my baby?
You wish. You like it?
Yeah, it's okay, as far as tennis jobs go.
But you'd rather be playing than teaching, right?
Yeah, but that'll come.
Yeah, that will come. So, how's everything else going?
Everything else?
Oh, come on. Don't make me beg.
Felicia's doing fine.
Oh. So the two of you are still close?
Yeah.
Do you think there's a future in it?
Well, I hope so.
Well, Jake, I mean, do you want there to be, or don't you?
Yeah, I want that very much.
But?
But? Nothing.
Jake, have you talked to Mother or Dad?
You want to go to the police station?
You got any better ideas?
No.
You ain't in trouble with the cops, are you?
No, I'm not in trouble with the police.
Right. You wouldn't even remember if you were.
No, I don't think I'm in trouble with the police.
What makes you say that?
Well, I don't remember certain things, but I have certain feelings about myself.
And you're a solid citizen. That's one of these feelings?
Are you making fun of me?
From what I can see, lady, you come from money. Yeah, there ain't no question about that. You are a rich woman. The car, the clothes, the jewelry. And for all I know, this may be a lark. Yeah, you just down here trying to see how the bottom end lives, huh?
Why the hell would anybody do something like that?
Well, what other explanation have I got, huh? Huh? Because you sure don't belong down here with the rest of us.
Well, fine, then just go ahead and leave me. I mean, go ahead, fine.
You know, that ain't a bad idea.
Great. Wait a minute. Don't do that. Look, I don't know what I have. I don't know what I don't have. I do know that I'm afraid. I do know you are the only person that I have. I'm sorry. I need you.
All right. I'll leave you. Now, you said you had these feelings, that you weren't weak, that you weren't a criminal. Now, is there anything else you can tell me about yourself?
But I think I must be married. I think I must have a family. I mean, if I do, I think I must love them.
Then you want to find them.
Yes. Yes.
Come on. Come on. Let's go to the police.
The bold and the beautiful. This portion sponsored by Breath Savers. Think fast, think Breath Savers. With fast-acting mint crystals and NutraSweet.
What brings you by?
Is Dad around?
No, your father's over talking to Sally.
This isn't gonna work.
What isn't going to work?
I had the legal department take a look at Felicia's contract. Whoever drew that thing up knew what they were doing. There's no way Felicia can get out of that.
I know. Storm looked at it, too.
He was over here?
He left just a little while ago. What are we going to do about this, Rich?
I don't have a clue.
How did it go?
Oh, it was just about as unpleasant as I thought it would be.
Dad, you shouldn't have gone over there.
No, I'm glad I did, Rich. You gave me a chance to make our position perfectly clear.
What's our position?
That under no circumstances will Felicia or any other forester work for Sally Spector or for Clark Garrison. I mean, it's ridiculous. She's a fool even to have considered it.
I agree.
How's our baby?
Fine. He's in the nursery.
I want to spend some time with him, and then I've got to get to work. I'm late.
Dad, before you go, can I talk to you?
Yeah, sure. What is it?
It's about this contract of Felicia's.
What about it?
What you said to Sally Spector isn't really consistent with what the legal department told me. It's worse than we thought. Felicia is in over her head. Way over her head. I talked to Mother a couple times after she made that surprise visit.
Yes, so did I.
She's not very happy.
Oh, Jake, how could she be? I mean, look at the difficult position she's in.
Torn between a husband and a son.
Well, it's worse than that. She's torn between believing her husband or her son. A son she loves very, very much.
You know, after she left the last time, I gave some serious thought to a crazy idea.
What's that?
Telling her that I was wrong. That Dad didn't molest me. That I made it up, that I dreamt it. You know, I thought it was real, but I guess it wasn't.
And why didn't you do that?
Well, because it's a lie. And lies have a way of coming home to roost. They'll destroy you. But I don't know. You know, sometimes I wonder.
What?
Well, have you ever had it when someone tells you something that you know is not true, but yet they insist it is?
No, I haven't.
Well, after a while, you can't help it. I mean, you've heard this argument over and over, and you just can't help it. You start to doubt yourself. You start to wonder, you know, what's true and what isn't.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
My friend here needs help. My friend here, she's lost.
Who looked over Felicia's contract?
Jack Klein and Rose Kellerman looked at it.
Or Rich, they're corporate lawyers.
Storm looked at it too.
And what was his assessment?
He said that it was airtight.
Well, I would like to have a judge rule on that.
In other words, you're going to encourage Felicia to break her contract.
Oh, I'm certainly not going to have her working over there at Spectra.
Look, Dad, nobody wants her working over there, but we have to consider the consequences.
What, that Sally might sue us? If she does that, I will make certain she gets so much negative publicity, she will never forget it, not for the rest of her life.
What about Felicia?
Felicia can take the heat, and if it ends up costing us a few bucks, I'll pay it, gladly.
Yeah, well, it might cost more than a few bucks.
It's liable to be Felicia's career.
Look, Dad, if Sally files an injunction, and she gets it, which she very well might, to prevent Felicia from working for anybody for the duration of that contract.
All right, I want you to call a meeting of legal this afternoon. Klein, Kellerman, Hodges, I want to see everybody there. There has to be something we can do about this. It just has to be.
What's the problem?
My friend here seems to be lost.
Lost.
She doesn't know who she is or where she lives.
It's Hank. Can you work overtime?
Man, I've been OT 5 days running. I got to get some sleep. What do you mean she doesn't know where she lives?
That's exactly what I mean.
You two look like you live on the street.
That's where I live. But she's different.
Don't look no different to me.
So, what's the deal here?
Hey, Pete. The 1035 has a visitor.
Who?
His lawyer.
Damn. Bring him up from the cell block for me, will you?
I'm tied up.
All right. I'll get to him in just a minute. Look, ladies, we got our hands full here.
So what's the problem?
I'm confused and I'm lost. So I need help.
All right. So how can we help you?
Well, I want to find my family. If I have a family.
You're not sure if you have one?
No.
There's something wrong with her.
You've been taking drugs?
No.
You just can't remember anything.
That's right.
What's next?
It's for you. It's the captain. He wants a homicide report. Why don't you two go up to social services? They're on 5.
This is a matter for the police, not social services. Now, you gonna help us or not?
Jake, what you're telling me is that you're having doubts about whether Dad abused you or not.
Well, when someone tells you that you're crazy long enough, you know, yeah, Margo, you start to question yourself. Yeah, especially when these people telling you this are the members of your own family.
Jake, you listen to me. If there is a shred of doubt in your mind about whether or not Dad did
If
this...
it didn't happen, Margo, then I am losing my mind. And I should be locked up.
Do you think that you're emotionally unstable?
No.
Well, neither do I.
Dad thinks so, though. And the more I'm talking to Mom, the more I'm getting the feeling that she's starting to take his side.
Jake, Mom is in a precarious position. If she doesn't believe Dad, that means she's living with a man who sexually abused her son. Now he insists he didn't do it. She has to believe someone.
I know. Like I said, you know, it's better for her to take his side. Just doesn't make things easy for me on this end.
Baby awake?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes.
You two better be going.
Yeah.
I'll set up the meeting with the attorneys.
Good, thanks.
Can I say one more thing?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to prepare for the worst because I think it might come to that.
What, that my daughter is going to work for Spectra? How am I supposed to prepare for that, Ridge? Now, if that happens, Ridge, Felicia is lost to us. I cannot and I will not tolerate that. Come on, let's go.
Lady, how are we supposed to help you?
This woman needs to locate her family. Now, you can help her do that.
She won't even tell us about herself.
Well, I can't tell you what I can't remember.
So what are we supposed to do? Put a couple of detectives on this, run down some clues? Look, lady, we just don't have the manpower for that.
You call yourself a police force.
You know how many murders there were in this city last year? 2,000. Then there's rape, robbery, assault, and a dozen other violent crimes. Me and Doug here are working our butts off 60 to 70 hours a week, putting our tail feathers on the line for people like you. Don't go knocking the police force, woman. What are you doing to help the situation?
Look, we are the victims of the situation, Mr. Policeman. We are the ones getting raped and murdered and robbed. Now, we need help. And this lady especially needs help.
Unless you can get her to give you more information, there's nothing we can do. We wish we could help, but we can't.
Look, get us a name, a clue of some kind. Then maybe we can do something. Until then, you're on your own.
Thank you. Let's go.
Hey, why don't you just let a working girl do her job?
Hey, keep off the street and we won't bust you.
Let go of me.
It's the second time this week you've been in here.
I got my constant.
The Bold and the Beautiful. This portion sponsored by Bounty, the quicker picker-upper. Jewelry provided by Stephen Dweck. Join us again for The Bold and the Beautiful.